Welcome back to Nioh, everybody. We are starting off this episode with Immortal Flame. So you're headed for Fushimi. I wish I could join you, but I'm afraid Lord Ieyasu has forbidden me from helping Master Tori. I wish you both luck. Fushimi Castle, just outside of Kyoto, is where Overlord Toyotomi Hideyoshi spent his final days. In the tumult following Hideyoshi's death, Tokugawa Ieyasu took charge of it. But the moment Ieyasu departed on his campaign to destroy Usagi, Ishida Mitsunari took the opportunity to raise an army. His 40,000 men faced off against the troops of Tori Mototada, whom Ieyasu had left to guard Fushimi. That's a pretty good army. Okay, so as you can see, the whole castle is on fire. There's lots of shortcuts in here, actually. Now that we're in the 70s for dexterity, we're only getting 3 points of ninjutsu power, but it is still better than the 1 point of ninjutsu power. So we're going to keep going until we're getting 1 point. There are kodamas around here. We're just going to have to be careful to try to find them all. I think actually there's one right over here. These barrels are filled with water. You can dodge through them and apply yourself with a water buff and run through the fire. But little kodama over here. As you can see, we can't use these, but we will be able to hit that area later. Everything is kind of on fire in this level for pretty much the entire level. So just be careful. As you can see, there's Amrita Fiends. These guys are not much tougher than what we've been fighting already. But let me show you how the water works. So you dash through these, and you see I have water droplets, and you just dash through the fire. And we did not take burn damage. And that's kind of how that works. A lot of the time, though, it is not really beneficial to dash through the fire. But it can create some shortcuts. As you can see, there's a new type of dweller in here. This right here, this red barrel, is actually an explosive. So you can, if you have fire bombs or you feel like destroying that, once they run into the fire, then they instantly explode, and it causes fire damage. But as you can see, that instantly put out the burn damage that we were accumulating. You can kind of hear the dweller. So we can now go in the house. There is a treasure here. Always check the bands to make sure it's not a tanuki. Because you can save yourself a lot of time and trouble. And that's what I mean right there by the dweller. There is another Kodama over here. As you can see, this guy is here to ambush us. Another guy in the house right there. So just be on the lookout. Enemy sense is great here. I definitely recommend it. See, now we're on the other side of this Amrita Fiend. The way in the house, though, I don't think so. So we might as well take him out. I don't think you can go in here. I'm not seeing treasure on the map. There is treasure over here, though. See, right here, we can dash through the fire to get it. So, there is a rock right here. So, there's something in the well for us. You can kind of see there's treasure right here that we can't really get yet. Okay, got through that. You can kind of see up here is a giant water barrel. We can make a shortcut. As well as we can drop down here now. And then you do have to go through the flames to get back. But now we don't have to go that way anymore. We can stay this way. So we can go down this way. See another dweller. If you have Kyaku or Heroku Damas and you throw them, or a fire shot, it should instantly kill that enemy. Can't go that way, I don't believe, anyway. But just a little side path for treasure. Okay, there's a ladder up here. There is a Kodama over here. Here's a Nurakube. Now the problem is I don't know what gesture is going to make him mad or not. If there are revenants around, you definitely want to look and make sure that You definitely want to look and make sure that you check the revenants to see what gesture they died to. But nice little shortcut. And then this is the beginning of the shrine right here. So we can rest up and get our elixirs back and our throwing stuff back. And now if we die, we can just go straight forward. Go through this door, climb up that ladder, and we're right where we were. Yes, there is a treasure box in the middle there. I am just unsure on how to actually reach it. So there should be a little Kodama over here, actually. And here's another shortcut door. So, but see, Kodama's right there. But we should get that shortcut door shortly, and then we can skip even more of this section. But it's not that bad of a section, really. But see Amritopine right there. He is smart enough to not go through the fire. Or at least we thought he was. Turns out he's not. Now he's going to take burn damage, which should pretty much take him out. Pretty much, but he might still make it. So, as you can see, we have guys with cannons, and they're posted up on the roof, and they're trying to take us out. So, since he's the only one that knew where we were, let's go ahead and super scroll. And then we can go down this ladder here. Now we're on the other side of the fire. We can go in this nice house here. Got a dweller. Got an item. So there's a few more guys on the rooftop. Not that many though. We will just kind of walk around and let me put this on real quick, and then we'll keep a scroll up. So we'll get our health back while we're doing this. So, see, there's one right there. And right there. So these guys can be a pain to deal with if you are fighting more than one at a time, especially because they have those high-powered cannons. So just be wary of that. So here's your Kodama right here that we keep seeing. So there's treasure right there we can go through. Get some water. And this is a dirty trick, because there's a dweller right there. And he can blow up all this stuff, so definitely get rid of this as quick as you can. So there's more treasure inside here. Okay, we caught a little bit of burn damage, but that's okay. Item up on the roof. Okay, and rid of Fiend right there. Definitely do not want to fight that guy. I mean, he's not that bad. It's just a, for me, it's just a, is this guy worth fighting? Or is he just an inconvenience? And to me, the answer is he just takes time. But not a dangerous. He can be a dangerous enemy. Anything in the game can kill you. But it's just, what degree, I guess. So this is actually interesting. So you don't really usually see those, but you see it did blow up the wall. But there are a few broken walls. And then here is the shortcut. But yeah, it's behind a hidden wall, sort of. It's not really hidden, it's kind of obvious that it's broken, but... So that's kind of what I wanted to show you. You can go through here. And you can go underneath the bridge, and there's a Kodama here, so we might as well. But there's a dweller right there, and then there is a yokai on the bridge. And then here is another wall. So, you can kind of see, let's try to line up. Oops. Try to line that up. I think I might have to get that from the other side. Just double check. I'm gonna take a little bit of fire damage, but it'll be okay. But shortcut door here too. So, ta-da! Treasure. But yeah, you can see right here, another wall. So if you blow that up as well, then there you go. And you didn't even need to go through the fire. Okay, little wheel monk. And then there should be a shrine right here to the left. Alright, so all of that is behind us. There is a treasure up there as well. You can't make it through here as much as you would want to. You do have to go through, I believe, the left side or the... yeah. There's a treasure over here, though. But yeah, you have to go through the left side. And then down, and then open that door. Yes, there you can fall through the floor. And yes, there's enemies here. So I'm just gonna suit up with a invisibility scroll. There is a dude at the end of the hall coming up that will try to shoot us too. And there's a floor that we could drop down that's a trap. Yeah, see? So we can open this door now. So that's just the second door. And this is the area downstairs that was blocked off. But treasure, so. I think the thing being was the dweller was going to tackle you and the other dude would hit him with a Keakudama. And then you would be blown up. Alright, so right here is a guy that is just ready to cannon you down at the end of the hall here. There we go. So he's waiting for you. Easily avoidable trap, but a lot of people do fall into it. Okay, we are officially on the other side, so we can drop down, or we can continue up. Dropping down has its benefits of going this way, but as you can see, if you do decide to drop down, so not only are you dealing with that, you got an Amrita Fiend. And then there is treasure this way. So I'm gonna try to line up a shot on this guy. There we go. As you saw, there's a Kodama right here. Well, let's go this way. As you can see, there's treasure there. And the treasure's all on the wall, as far as I know. So we're gonna be really, really careful. And there's a wheel monk over here that's gonna spawn out of nowhere. That's okay though. I'm leaving that loot. I'm not burning alive for it. There is another shrine coming up, so don't worry about wasting your throwables, but you walk along this wall here, and then you drop down. You see there's another Kodama. Let me see. Okay, so here's a treasure right here. I have no idea how to actually get into this house unless you're supposed to drop on the roof and fall through. But that could actually be the way in. So I'll double check that really quick and then we'll move on. So we're almost to the next shrine. Is it? Aw. Yeah, I got nothing on the house. Fortunately, I wish I knew. Sorry, guys. There are some more guys ready to shoot. But here is our next shrine. So we can go this way first. This is a shortcut. This will also be a shortcut. But we can go get that shortcut right now. I think there's a wheel monk down here. But there is a Kodama right here. Yeah, I believe it's a wheel monk. Yep. So he spawns, and we open the shortcut. Rest again. Okay, I'm going to turn invisible with my handy-dandy super scroll. You can already see one of the guys right here. There's another one over here. So that's going to be a shortcut in a minute. I think there's one more dude up here. Ah, Embrita Fiend. So you can just sneak past him. You can see that we have guys right here that are just ready to take us out. There is a wall shortcut over there as well. We're going to unlock the shortcuts first before we do anything to the enemies. The first one being, there's a shortcut right here. So just quietly sneak over. And this is right next to the shrine. So that means you don't have to go through all those guys again. And there's your shrine. So nice and easy, right? You do have two dudes, and they are ready to take us out. So, not if we take them out first. There was another door on the side, but I don't know where that actually pops out. But this is where we're going. This is the main tower. So, I'm going to reapply a Super Scroll. Keep that invisibility going. And I am going to see if there are any enemies around. As you can see, there's a whole bunch, and one's heading right for me. One's just patrolling like crazy. You can fall through the floor on this. So that's got to be down there. It's got to be a wheel monk. Yeah. That floor. Yep. That's what it was. So you see the floor was clearly, it was a different color. Yeah, it was really easy to spot. I don't know why the peril music is playing. We're not in any real danger. Like at all. But it is beneficial to come down here because that is the final Kodama. Yeah, I don't know why the peril music is playing because we're not really in any danger. Like, the threat is gone. Yeah. I'll be right back. I saw a downstairs I want to explore. And I just don't understand why there's a lot of dead things down here. Granted, it has been a while since I've played this. But as you can see, all along there was a hidden path. That we can just go down, and we are right back on top of where we were. The shrine is just up there. So you guys must have died to wheel monks. And then this area is, yeah, we're good. Okay, so don't need that anymore, but you can also take this path up. Watch this. See how much damage that actually did to him? So, halfway worth it. Dweller right here. But there's the start, so we can grab this treasure now. This is where we were supposed to go through before we fell down the floor. There is enemies all over the place here. You can go through there if you want, but that floor is rotted right there. See that? And that. So this place can be maze-like. And I accidentally fell down. I apologize. But for the most part, it is pretty easy to navigate, but I do still recommend talismans. The signpost talisman, that is. I went this way, and then I fell through the floor here. Yeah. Nice. Summoner's candles. Those are amazing. I wish you could just go straight through that wall, but no such luck. And Fiend. Oh, those spikes actually hurt. So if I'm not mistaken, this is the way, yes. And I think this is a shortcut over here. Yeah. And then this goes down. And then we can open the shortcut over here. Yep. So, and then that takes you back to the shrine. Which, I mean, we might as well hit. I'm gonna save my shinobi boxes if I can. Okay. So, now we can take our handy shortcuts. And we'll sip a scroll. Because there is still a wheel monk about. And then we just go straight in here. Hop up. We're just going to go around this corner. And around this corner. And then we're going to head over here. So this is interesting too. There is a hot spring down here if you think you're going to need it. But this is the boss room right here, I think. So I'm just gonna do regeneration and a quick change scroll, and we're gonna get ready to burst this thing down. But as you can see, that I could have been stealthier. Could have taken out the dudes on the side. Immortal Fiend is not that challenging, really. But it's okay if you do die, we all do. And we have the shortcut unlocked, so. Let's casually sneak through here. Okay, this room is open. We might as well take out this guy. Then we might as well take out this guy. Actually, you can't see from there, so. Okay, now Emerald Fiend is actually not that bad. One-on-one, I mean. So. Nice shortcut, right? I think the way up is blocked on this side. If I remember right, you can fall through the floor right there. Yeah, this way's blocked. So there should be something over here for us. A little bit of a treasure. Careful not to fall down. There's stuff. Okay. So I believe this is the boss. And I believe this guy actually can be quite a pain if I'm remembering who this is right. Give me just a second and I will be right back. Okay, so sorry about that. So this, I believe, is the boss. I do not remember his name, but it's an actual human with a guardian spirit. So I'm going to rejuvenate. I'm going to quick change, and then I am going to kunai spam after a cutscene to get my logo out of there. There we go. So, even though we weren't hitting him and doing damage, we still were whittling away his ki, and that made him stance break, and then we were able to do damage. So that's why I kept on throwing, even though I wasn't doing damage. There should be another cutscene here shortly, though, so let's watch that.
This castle will fall. Run while you can.
何を言っておる。とうに覚悟は決めておる。侍は城を枕に討ち死にするのみ。
What are you waiting for?
お主は感動より逃げい。わしの道連れはお主ではない。こやつらとあやかしどもじゃ。早く行かんか。お国人の争いはお主が肩をつけい。殿の手を煩わせるでないわ。伏見最後の夜、殿とは今生の別れになることは分かっておったが、幼き頃より今川武田という芸にも恐ろしき者たちと共に戦った間柄、今さら言葉など入り申さぬ。殿が太平の世浄土より見守らん。
So we got Suzaku, the Phoenix Spirit Guardian now. And we'll take a look at him real quick. He's actually a really useful spirit if you're fighting Umebuzu. In spite of how well Mitsunari prepared, he never expected how much trouble Fushimi Castle would give him. Thanks to Tori Mototawa's sacrifice, Mitsunari's troops have been repelled, giving us a keen advantage in our next battle. I suspect Lord Ieyasu knew things would play out this way from the start. So let's take a look at the Guardian Spirit real quick. So Suzaku is the Phoenix. Gets 20% spirit protection. What is the living weapon? Activate living weapon after no life. So that means as soon as you die, then you resurrect like a phoenix, and then you get versus fire 20%. You get plus 15% fire damage. You get 25% Amrita using living weapon, and then you get auto charge Amrita gauge critical. So that means that if you are in low health, then it charges your Amrita. So basically, this is if you want to play it safe build, because as soon as you die, you're in spirit mode. So it's kind of like a free quick change scroll in a way, which is not bad, really. I would like to point out that the Shinroku that we got, now we have the abilities to use it. Has Kodama Sense on it. And then, yeah, Suzaku is a really good Guardian Spirit. But that has been the Immortal Flame. Thank you guys for joining me. That unlocked the Silent Crow, as well as Sekigahara. So we're going to do the Silent Crow tomorrow, and then Sekigahara. So I hope you guys were entertained by that today, and I hope you join me tomorrow.